I've just been amazed since I did the research on this at the mill, the remnants of mills I find all over. I mean, every direction you go in, you can find a mill on any stream anywhere, and most, ironically, were destroyed by flooding. I mean, there was a power source. You had to be there to get the fire source, but on the other hand, you know, if you had really substantial rains and hurricanes, you had little control over your own fate. But it was very much a gathering place. So much so that often areas were named after the mill, and you can see small towns all over any day that are still carrying the old grist mill. And I remember Mr. DeBus, a white-haired, white-mustached guy, always covered in flour, always covered in flour. Maybe that was the white hair and the white mustache, I don't know, but it was a tremendously dusty job. They weren't open every day. There'd be certain days of the week that the mill would be open. And the value in that was that farmers would know, well, Saturday, when the mill's open on Wednesday, or the mill is open on Saturday. So, you know, if you wanted something ground, you'd have to be there on that day. So that meant lots of people congregating and often waiting good lengths of time before you could get served. Payne's mill was different in that it had a huge lake that was quite a recreational place, and fabulous fishing down below the dam. When I was kids, we used to go down there on Sunday afternoons and fish below the dam, and because the fish would come through the sluice sometime and get hung in the pool below where the sluice water ran out and finally flowed down the creek. That particular one, I mean, up there, Olives Creek is rather small, not a great amount of flow to it, so how on earth could that turn a several-ton water wheel to get enough momentum to do grinding? Well, what they would do is build a mill pond, and then from that mill pond, they dig a sluice, which is either a wooden trough, or it could be an earthen trough, gravity feed way down below the mill pond. And so you would open the sluice gate up there at the mill pond, the water would begin to flow out of the pond, and come down that sluice and hit that wheel, either at the bottom, it could be an under fed wheel or an overfed wheel, and eventually that wheel would start turning and it would gradually gain momentum. Once it gained enough momentum, and just the centrifugal force of it turning itself would be momentum. It didn't keep much to keep it going, and then you turn your gears on the mill and get everything going for the grinding process.